Good morning, boys and girls. We're so glad to have you with us this morning at Reed's for story time. And hoping sooner or later we'll be able to have story time in the store and you can come back for cookies and lemonade. But I'm glad you're with us this morning virtually. We just finished the fun weekend of Halloween, and our next holiday will be Thanksgiving, which is a very special day that we give thanks for all the good things God has given us. And we have a big family gathering with friends and family, and celebrate like the Pilgrims did. They gathered with the Indians on the first Thanksgiving to give thanks for surviving the first hard winter that they were in America. And we'll talk more about that in another story probably. But today I'm going to read a couple of Llama Llama books to you. I know you all like those. And the first one is Llama Llama Gives Thanks. Llama Llama Thanksgiving. There's Llama and his mama. Falling Leaves, a Gathering. Brussels sprouts and pumpkin pie, and many new foods to try. And don't ever be scared to try a new food. It might be something you really like. Family, friends, and yummy treats. Give thanks for all we have to eat. Grandpa gives thanks for the blue skies above. Llama gives thanks for all those he loves. It's nice when we can be outside on Thanksgiving if the weather's pretty. Thanksgiving is not just one day. Give thanks all year in every way. Okay, and the next Llama Llama book is Llama Llama Mess, Mess, Mess. There are lots of Llama Llama books. Llama Llama Red Pajama, Llama Llama Mad at Mama, Llama Llama Graham and Grandpa, Llama Llama Loves to Read, and these are other books by the same author that are not Llama Llama books. Llama Llama Mess, Mess, Mess. Do you have a special day that you clean house at your home? Well, they did at Llama Llama's home. They had one day that was cleaning day. Llama Llama in his room. Cars and trucks go honk and zoom, racing under sheets and chairs. Mama Llama calls upstairs. Time to pick up all your toys. Why is Mama making noise? Mama says it's cleaning day, but Llama only wants to play. Mama says to make the bed. Llama Llama shakes his head. We all have a job to do, even little llamas too. There's some things you can't help with, but there are lots of things you can do at home that will help your mama. What if Mama never cleaned? Imagine that. What would that mean? If Mama didn't dust or mop, she'd toss the rags and off she'd hop. She'd take the clothes all clean to wear and throw them up into the air. And sometimes that's what it looks like. It looks like Mom has thrown the clothes up into the air because we drop them here and we drop them there. No doing laundry anymore? Just drop the towels on the floor. should pull the sheets right off the bed and wear the blankets on her head. Should leave the pots and pans and plates and dance around on roller skates. Then zoom into the living room to make a fort with mops and brooms. Should have herself some crunchy snacks and throw the bags behind her back. What do crunchy snacks do? They get crumbs on the floor. Crumbs and clothing and peanut shells. What's this thing? What's that smell? Messy counters, dirty drawers. Where is Mama? Where's the floor? Everything's in disarray. Llama has no place to play. Clutter, chaos, and distress. No more llama, mess, mess, mess. Grown-up llamas clean, that's true, but little ones can pick up too. Llama nods his head, maybe we should clean instead. Llama picks up blocks and puts them all into his box. Books go back up on the shelf. Llama puts them there himself. Are there things beneath the bed? Check and see. Lift up the spread. There's always something under the bed. Look what Llama's got. Each thing has its special spot. Llama pulls the sheets up tight, and Mama tucks the quilt just right. Things are looking better. Lots of spare space to play with Mama. Guess who's proud of Llama? His Mama. It's a great book. Okay, and we just got this new book in. It's by Jan Brett, and I like all of her books. The illustrations are so pretty. And this one's called Cozy, and it's about this musk ox and how the musk ox helps the other animals without even realizing it. Storms rolled over the tundra when Cozy, the musk ox, was separated from his herd. He was used to being with his family. His mother and father had named him Cozy because his silky coat was so soft and thick. And Cozy braced himself against the wind, and his thick coat warmed him like a blanket. Look at that fur and hair. In a tussock, a mother lemming's pups were squeaking loudly, "I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold." She used a triple carry to tunnel them toward a new spot where she saw a towering mountain of fur. In no time, the lemming family settled in next to Cozy's left hoof. She whispered, "Quiet voices, and that muskox will never notice us." So they snuggled up right around his front foot. Snowshoe Hare, feeling chilly, had the same idea. "Mr. Muskox," he asked politely, "may I wait out this storm under the protection of your very thick coat?" Cozy was happy for the company and well aware that a lemming family had snuck in. He said, "Welcome, Snowshoe Hare, but mind those lemmings, quiet voices and gentle thumping only." So here's the Snowshoe Hare, and it's going to get up under the muskox. Snow swirled and plumped. Suddenly, all was very white. Was it a clump of snow that had hit Cozy on the forehead? No, it was feathers, white feathers. When Cozy opened his eyes, he was looking into the big owl's big yellow ones. The eyes belonged to a snowy owl who had a request. "Oh, magnificent muskox, would you be so kind as to give me shelter? The wind has tumbled me terribly." Cozy knew that snowy owls and lemmings and snowshoe hares were not always fast friends, but he agreed with some conditions. House rules: quiet voices, gentle thumping, and keep your claws to yourself. Arctic fox. His nose was turning blue. Her bushy tail wasn't warm enough, and every time she wrapped it around herself, the wind unwrapped it. Thinking Cozy would make a good windbreak, she sidled up to him. "Do you mind, Mr. Muskox, if I unfreeze my nose in your thick fur?" Cozy was happy to welcome a new guest, but seeing those sharp canines, he answered, "For the harmony of all, quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, and no biting." As winter went by, the storms grew worse. The wind blew and blew, and a low, humpy shape appeared, swaying and shuffling. Its coat was covered with ice balls. "Shaggy beast," it growled, "I fell into an ice floe and I'm chilled to the bone. Can you help me?" Cozy was happy to invite the Wolverine in, but added to the house rules: quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, no biting, and no pouncing. Cozy's new friends cleaned their coats, preened their feathers, napped, and were glad for their comfy shelter. But then, above the wind, the animals heard, "Yip, yip, yip." Look at all these animals that are under the muskox's fur. A team of huskies, always on the lookout for a good thing, barreled into Cozy's big, bulky coat, flinging the creatures in all directions. Their musher, a sea otter, looked on in dismay. So here are the huskies. They pull sleds in the cold, in the lands where there's lots of snow and ice. "Hi," the lead dog grinned. "House rules," chorused all the animals: the lemming, the snowshoe hare, the snowy owl, the Arctic fox, and the wolverine. Quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, no bouncing, no biting, no pouncing, and be mindful of others. Cozy was wary of the lead dog, who looked like a wolf. Shook his horns to make sure the huskies understood. As time went by, the winds calmed a little and the Arctic sun climbed higher into the sky, and the animals felt more at home every day. But Cozy had spring fever. "I want to find my family. How can I move about with all these visitors underfoot?" The house rules were stretched every day. When was a nibble really a bite? And when was a hoot quiet or loud? There was bumping, making faces, and nobody was saying, "I'm sorry." One sunny day, the lemmings were playing climb the ladder. A great hunk of Cozy's coat came off. Then another hunk came off in Snowy Owl's talons. Cozy remembered this from last year. Shedding meant it was finally spring in Alaska. Hunk by hunk, all of Cozy's warm, silky winter coat drifted down the slope. See, he's shedding all that heavy fur from the winter. It's coming off in pieces. Cozy's lodgers started heading to their spring homes. Cozy hadn't felt so free and breezy since he was a calf. He jumped and gamboodled, and then in the middle of a gleeful leap, he saw his herd. He ran to join his mother and father and sister and brother. "Where were you? We were worried," said his sister Fluffy. "We missed you," said his brother Snuggly. "I made some new friends," Cozy told them. But it was nice to get back to muskox ways. They all formed a circle, babies in the middle, but Cozy felt curiously alone. Then the breeze carried squeaky and growly and whistly voices. "See you next year, Cozy. Meet you when the snow flies." The snowshoe hare thump, thump, thumped as they all called, "We can't wait to get cozy with Cozy next year." Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed these books.